Okay, first Star Wars episode 7, 8, and 9 was straight trash. Dumpster fire trash. Then Iron Man dies. Now this.
First the Fat Boys break up, now this.
Damn, that's right, I did forget about the Fat Boys. What's good with it, people? Welcome to the Joe Blacula Perspective Presents Behind the Curtain, where I will either be reviewing or revisiting movies and sharing my honest thoughts and opinions on them. And I am your host, the infamous Joe Blacula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blacula.
Good looking out, people. We're gonna bring the volume down a little bit today. Not the mood, just the volume. I just noticed it's easier for me to get through these when I calm it down. Coming to America, the number 2 was released on streaming services on Friday, March 5th, 2021. Technically, it was Thursday, March the 4th, 2021. Directed by Craig Brewer, who is best known for directing Hustle and Flow in 2005, and Dolomite Is My Name, which is probably why he was picked to direct this movie. And the movie was written by Kenya Burris. I'd have thought that it would have been funnier than that. Has a running time of 1 hour and 44 minutes. All the key players from the original movie is back, minus Madge Sinclair, who passed away in 1995. I thought I was gonna see Eric LaSalle, but they did show his Firebird in a flashback scene. I'm guessing my man probably found out about that script or the plot. But the key folk, Eddie Murphy and all the original characters he played, all of them. Arsenio Hall and all the original characters he played, including this Rafiki shaman dude that kept spitting. My man was kind of disturbing, actually. Sherry Headley is back as Lisa. Hadn't seen her in a minute. John Amos and James Earl Jones pop up real quick. They knocked off James Earl Jones' character in the first act to kind of get the story moving along. So let's go ahead and get this Rotten Tomatoes official review out of the way. Set in the lush and royal country of Zamunda, newly crowned King Akeem, played by Eddie Murphy, and his trusted confidant Simi, played by Arsenio Hall, embark on an all-new hilarious adventure that has them traversing the globe from their great African nation to the borough of Queens, New York, where it all began. Alright, so let me see if I can burn through this real quick. Spoiler alert. I will be dropping spoilers. The way I see it, Akeem's father, the king, was dying. He let Akeem know that Wesley Snipes' character, General Izzy, it was good to see Wesley. His hair was dope in this movie. But that General Izzy was going to kill Akeem in about a month and take over Zamunda because he didn't have a male heir to the throne. Arsenio's Rafiki character let Akeem know that he actually had a son in New York. A bastard son in New York named Lavelle Johnson. Not Johnson, Johnson. Played by Jermaine Fowler. I had actually seen Jermaine before in the HBO series Crashing. They go back to New York, scoop up him and his mother. His mother was played by comedian Leslie Jones. Her character was just too loud, but she's working so. And his uncle played by Tracy Morgan. Tracy was just being Tracy as usual. They all go back to Zamunda, and that's when all of the shenanigans kick off. I don't even know why I said that. I don't use words like shenanigans. I wrote it though. Let me first start off by saying that the original Coming to America came out in 1987. And it was directed by John Landis. I was 13. I saw the movie at Evergreen Plaza Theaters here in Chicago. I came in late. I came in when Oha, who was played by Paul Bates, he's actually back in the movie as well. It's when he was singing his Queen to Be serenade. Loved the entire movie. 5 black fists. Sidebar, Coming to America 1987 shows me that I really need to create me a top 10 movie list because the original Coming to America 1987 would definitely be in that top 10. I'm also sure that everybody black that was born between the years of 1962 and 1980, if they have a top 10 list, then I'm pretty sure that Coming to America from 1987 is in their top 10 movie list as well. If not in their top 5. Now I'm gonna try to keep my ramblings to a minimum, but when I did find out that they were making a sequel to Coming to America, I was like, really fam? So they just gonna disrespect the legacy like that? When I heard it was in production, I was like, really fam? So they are just gonna go ahead and just do this, huh? They announced and set the release date to December of 2020, then they changed it to March 5th, 2021, and I was like, really fam? So y'all just gonna change the date on me, huh? So when the movie was released on Thursday night, March the 4th, I was in the process of getting ready to go to bed. It was about 7 p.m. I gotta get up at about 4:30 a.m. I didn't go to bed. I watched it, and honestly, honestly, I could have waited till Friday when I got home from work to have checked it out. Truth be told, I could have waited till Saturday. And this movie, Coming to America 2021, is the definition of why some ideas should just stay an idea. I did like seeing how they built the supporting cast by dragging a lot of the originals back, like Garcelle Bouvet. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. She was back as one of the Flower Girls. Louis Anderson was back, still working for McDowell's. I'm hoping he's finally making those big bucks that he was talking about in the original movie. Vanessa Bell Calloway was back, still hopping on one leg, still barking like a dog. An interesting twist to the story is that her character was actually Wesley Snipes' sister. Even Babar the elephant was back. And they even tried to sneak a Duke and Duke reference past. Ain't think I was gonna see that, did you? And that was a throwback actually to the movie Trading Places, which also was directed by John Landis. Sidebar, in the initial draft of Coming to America 2021, one of the first ideas was that the character of Lavelle, Akeem's son, was supposed to have been played by Tracy Morgan. What? Singer Tiana Taylor plays the daughter of Wesley Snipes. I'm hoping that she has a good acting career because the music industry has done this sister dirty. Comedian Lunel pops up here and there. She also has ties with Craig Brewer. She was in Dolomite Is the Name. Morgan Freeman says a few words at a funeral scene where they dragged out Salt and Pepper and 3 members of En Vogue and performed a sad version of What a Man Called What a King. Gladys Knight, she popped up, she sang a song. Then they tried to sneak past Rotimi from Power. He doesn't say anything though, he doesn't have a speaking role. Michael Blackson, who I laugh at on sight, he was funny just for the short time he was in it. Trevor Noah, even Dikembe Mutombo with that finger wag. And Rick Ross. Sidebar, some of the interior shots of the palace that are used in this movie is actually Rick Ross's mansion. What I failed to mention is that one of Eddie Murphy's children, his daughter Bella Murphy, plays Akeem's middle daughter Emma. Wait a minute, her name can't be Emma. Bella Murphy. Oma. Her name is Oma, not Emma. He said that she auditioned for the role and won it all on her own. Now, if nepotism runs wild in Hollywood as well as it runs wild in life, ain't nothing wrong with looking out for your children. But the young lady did a great job with her character. One of the things that I didn't like about this movie was that Akeem's character just went off of the word from his father and the shaman Rafiki dude, and that Lavelle was his son and that he was the immediate heir to the throne. But riddle me this, don't you think that there would have been at least one DNA test? Maybe it's on the editing room floor. And dig this, wouldn't the barbers in the barbershop be at least 100 years old by now? And Eddie's old Jewish character dude, that cat would be at least 120. Maybe they were. That would explain why all of their makeup looks like trash. Besides the fact that Rick Baker, who was the original makeup artist for Coming to America, he retired in 2017. Now what I did like about the movie is that the way the story kind of moved along and had me thinking that Lavelle's character actually wasn't the son and that he was going to marry Akeem's oldest daughter Mika, played by actress Kiki Lane, who on a sidebar note actually put me in the mind of actress Madge Sinclair, who would have been technically Mika's grandmother. But the story didn't swing that route and I'm guessing it went where it should have, where Lavelle marries his true love, his royal stylist, Marimbe, who is played by actress, let me try this, Nanzamo Mbata. Wow. Beautiful name. Beautiful sister too. I digress. Now I peeped how they dragged out all the familiars from 1987, as many of the old faces, literally old faces because it had been 34 years and folk done got old. They went with all the original punchlines that worked in 87. Kunta Kinte! The visuals like the Soul Glow poster and the Mighty Sharp barbershop, the Zamunda crest, even the music. Jackie Wilson's song, I think that was Jackie Wilson, To Be Loved, snuck a piece of the Soul Glow theme in there during a throwback scene. Had lounge singer extraordinaire John Legend singing Queen to Be in the credits. That was funny just because of the seriousness in his face. Eddie Murphy had his New York Mets Letterman's jacket with the buttons and the patches and the snapback hat with it too. Even the font that was used in the original open credits from Coming to America in 1987, they had that as well. I was peeping everything. And I saw the product placement. It was a lot of that. McDonald's, Target, they even had a Pepsi commercial for McDowell's in the movie. I ain't mad at them though, because costs have to be offset and I get it. It's the way of the new world. Now this is a heavy scene though. They have a scene when Lavelle is walking through the garden with Marimba, and they're talking about how Hollywood can't create any new ideas anymore. They're either all big budget comic book based movies, remakes, or sequels to movies that no one either asked for or that no one wants to see, or that need to be made. See, that's how I know that they knew better making this movie and they knew what people would say. Then I can tell that they actually didn't shoot this movie on film. They used this new digital format that just don't look the same. It don't even feel the same. After seeing this movie, I do kind of understand why everybody got so pissed off when The Godfather Part 3 came out in 1990. Mainly because The Godfather Part 2 should have been it. Coppola only made it because it was a cash grab. He owed Paramount some money. They squeezed him into making Godfather Part 3, and in return, he pissed the world off. I liked it, but I could see how folk hated it. Well, this is almost the same way that I see Coming to America 2021. You just don't mess with a classic. That's a lose-lose situation. I mean, unless you were doing Godfather Part 2. Oh, real quick. Like when Jordan hit that shot over Russell. Jordan hits the shot, wins the game, wins the series, walks off into the sunset, but no, he had to come back with the Wizards. Well, Coming to America 2021 is like Jordan returning to the Wizards. He was still good, but he wasn't that Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls great. You feel me? Love, hate, or debate. Man, I absolutely wanted to love this movie, but I don't. But I don't hate it either. If anything, it makes me love Coming to America 1987 that much more. I think that Coming to America 2021 is very debatable. And I'm gonna give it 2.5 black fists out of 5. That's actually me being generous. When I first watched it, I actually only wanted to give it 1 fist. Like probably 1 fist with my middle finger. But I can't do that. I mean, these my people. This was my movie. Let's just hope that Eddie Murphy doesn't continue this trend and decide to do that Beverly Hills Cop 4 that he'd been teasing and taunting us with since like 1994. Beverly Hills Cop 3 was trash enough. I'm talking dumpster fire trash. Let it die already. All right, people, let's put a bow on this one because it is officially a wrap. If this was your first time visiting, your attendance was much obliged and highly appreciated. My reviews will get better. I did actually have all intentions on making this one short, but I mean, what can you do? But until I hit that bullseye, I'm gonna keep throwing them darts. Please like, share, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell that's over here. That's a notification that'll let you know whenever I put new material up. Tell 10 people to text 10 people. I need to reach 25,000 subscribers. And whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and let a brother know. And I will holler black in a few ticks. I'm out of my propel this week. In a minute, people.